Hello folks, this is Kenuda bringing you another game today called Kingdom. I believe the full name is Kingdom Nothing Lasts Forever or Kingdom Nothing Lasts, but the official title is just Kingdom. And it is a very interesting game, which we will get into as time goes by. Oh, well, I mean, we're getting into it now, but we'll get into the story and the strategy of the game as time goes by. Now, first things first, you play as a ruler of a small kingdom that is just starting out. Your health is your money, so every coin you have is one more hit you can take. Your people are your warriors, because you cannot defend yourself. You are just there to lead them. So you have hunters who not only hunt the animals of the wilderness for money, but also are early defenders for your kingdom. And they hide behind the walls and keep the monsters from getting past them. The monsters in this game do not actually kill anyone. They are called the Greedians. They do hurt people, they smack them, and they run into them, but mostly they just steal their stuff. They'll steal the tools and weapons from anyone, and they'll steal the money that you use to recruit them. Everyone has 2 HP except for knights, who I don't even know how much HP they have. But, so far the game is extremely interesting, and it is a difficult strategy game, simply because there's so much to do. And it can be a little daunting figuring out exactly what you have to do in order to keep everything going. And I'm glad on this side there's 3 different camps of people within easy reach. That means that there's no bonuses on this side, but at least it's a lot of easy recruiting. Now, your kingdom does not have people joining it normally. You can only recruit people from these, what I like to call them, survivor camps. But they are in fairly short supply. Let's just say that. It can be very difficult finding enough people to survive sometimes, especially when the event the Blood Moon happens. Which those are just crazy and hectic, and I absolutely hate them. I have had one playthrough where I've actually managed to survive a Blood Moon. Actually, I survived 2 Blood Moons in it, and I survived long enough to destroy one of the portals that the monsters come from. But I did not survive for very long after that, because the resulting wave that came out of the portal on its destruction completely ripped apart my kingdom. All in all, I put like 9 hours into this game just trying to survive. But I've got some bits of strategy down. Like, I know not to expand in both directions. That is asking for trouble. Instead, I want to fully upgrade the defenses on one side and then expand out the other side, and since my recruiting is on the right, I'm going to expand to my left. I'm also going to explore there after night passes, just so I can figure out what bonuses are in that way. There's some shrines that I can upgrade that give temporary but powerful bonuses to my archers and my builders. Here comes a Greedian now. The archers are not very good to start off with. They're very inaccurate. When you upgrade the shrines, they get more powerful, and they get almost pinpoint accuracy. But to start off with, you need like 5 of them in order to defend one side. And there's a lot of different things you can upgrade. The little circles that appear above each thing are the number of coins that it requires to upgrade everything. Oh yeah, and each morning I get gold from this chest that appears in the center of town. But These stones are actually towers that the builders will build and the archers will man. The archers will not leave those towers, so it does mean that you are missing out on a hunter if you upgrade too much. So you have to be real careful about that, simply because you don't want to be missing too many people. I'm going to go on another recruiting spree here as soon as my hunters stop giving me money. Is there another guy? No. Okay. Now, if you get too close to the portals, a Greedian will spawn out of it and start chasing you. But, all in all, the Greedians are not that dangerous. Now, they don't kill you, as I said before. They don't kill anyone, they don't harm anyone. Or rather, I mean, they smack into people, but they don't kill people. They steal their money, they steal their tools, but they don't kill anyone. For you, they hit you, they knock coins loose out of your coin pouch, and when you run out of coins, they knock your crown off. If a Greedian snatches your crown, you lose the game. That's it. You're done. Which makes me so happy that I have so many survivor camps to recruit from on this side, because I can get some serious defenses going fairly quickly. And I don't have to worry quite as much. Do you have money for me? No. I need to expand on this side as well. I have not checked out what's on this side. But yeah, the story of the game, which is not told in the game, it's something, I'm more just guessing on this, but it's things I've pieced together. The Greedians are running rampant throughout the land, and they are destroying entire kingdoms by stealing everything. A kingdom with no tools, no money, can't work. So they're completely destroying kingdoms, stealing everything in the kingdoms, and becoming stronger as time goes by. It's up to you as the leader of your kingdom to stop them by destroying their portals. But when you destroy a portal, it releases a massive wave of Greedians, which obviously is not something you want to happen. I also cannot run too long because my horse gets tired out. With this game, oh shit, I need to be able to run like right now. No, you don't. Son of a bitch, you're not killing me. Oh, god damn it. Where the fuck did they come from? Did it turn nighttime while I wasn't looking? It must have turned nighttime. But yeah, so I gotta restart. But, I don't know exactly how I'll run this. I'll probably run this in 30-minute episodes. But, depending on how many tries I go through, and I shouldn't have things like that happen too much. Believe me, I am much better at this game than it seems. There's an achievement for going to day 100, and there's also achievements for every 5 days. And I've gotten to day 37. And believe me, those achievements are not just, like, total bullshit for you. They're legitimate. You actually earn those fucking achievements, because it gets hectic after a while. It can get extremely brutal. But I'm so sad about losing my crown that last time, because I lost out on a fantastic recruitment spot. I need this coin back so I can get a builder. Hopefully I can find recruitment spots that are that good out to the right again. Depending on which side has more camps that are closer, I'll expand out the other side. Yes, more coins. Alright. There's usually this camp here. Oh, right. I gotta let the builder build the walls before I can actually move out. But I'll go ahead and purchase another bow, so those two coming up can help defend. There are some issues with the game that I've noticed, which I'm not going to get into most of them right now, simply because they're not going to make a whole lot of sense. It's just going to be me talking about them, and there's not really examples to show why it's such a problem. But we will be going over that as time goes by. Now, I'm not going to go out and recruit on the right side again, just because I don't have time. If I start recruiting now, those guys are never going to make it back to the kingdom. And that's one of the issues with the game, is getting people to your kingdom, equipping them, and keeping people safe. People move so slowly. It is ridiculous. Once the sun goes down, everyone starts trying to move behind walls, but if you are too far out, if you have too many archers, because after a while they start exploring further and further past your walls. So if you have too many archers, it takes them too long to get back, and they get overrun by Greedians. And thus you lose a defender, maybe two. But just this guy, they don't come back, they don't really start moving until the sun goes down. Now, they may have changed that recently, because this guy is definitely moving behind the walls, but nighttime it's just now falling. Yeah, there's the moon now. But this may still be a problem for defenders that are far afield. They simply don't move with any haste. They just leisurely walk along, hoping they don't get cornered by any masses of horrifying Greedians. But, for some things that can, actually for everything, that can be a huge game-breaking issue when you've lost a ton of defenders and you're just trying to scrape by. And I don't like having, I know this is a roguelike, but I don't like having to repay to build I don't like having to pay to rebuild walls. I already paid for their construction, and if I have to pay for them over and over, it gets ridiculous. Especially after a blood moon, and especially if I have stone walls. Rebuilding stone walls costs 4 gold apiece. Later on, that is a ridiculous sum of money, when I could be paying for so many more archers, knights, builders, catapults, everything. I do not want to be paying for, I don't want to be paying 12 to 16 additional gold to rebuild walls I already paid for. And I do like racing my hunters for gold from the animals they've shot. Let's see, we're going to get another builder. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have them harvest that tree. Trees are worth 1 extra gold. You pay 1 gold to have it cut down, but you get that gold back after it is actually cut down. And then the tree being cut down itself gives you 1 more gold. Rabbits are worth 1 gold, period. Deer are worth between 2 and 4 gold. And there's actually an achievement for hunting down 20 deer by day 4, I think, which is actually a ridiculous number. There's another achievement for beating the game by day 10, and I honestly have no idea how anyone's supposed to get that. So you simply do not go fast enough. That's just the long and short of it. This bush looks interesting. I don't remember a bush like that. Okay, so sometimes you can find treasure chests, sometimes There weren't any treasure chests this time. What's worrying to me is I don't have an upgrade building on this side, which means I am... Oh, no, I passed by it. Okay. This is the upgrade building that allows you to turn everything to stone buildings, and this is the Archer upgrade shrine. But, ah, shit, these deer are turning around. I've chased a number of deer back to town. Unfortunately, without, like, 3 or 4 archers, hunting deer is not easy. Just because at one shot, they run away. And sometimes if they run past people, they'll also turn around and run away. So, yeah, hunting deer is not easy. Getting anything from deer can be a chore, especially when it turns to nighttime. Did you guys collect any gold? Oh, I have 3 builders? When did I get 3 builders? Whatever. Now, I'm not going to say that archers in towers are necessarily more accurate, but they are a better defensive emplacement, and they don't have to shoot as like straight up in the air over some walls, so they can be useful. Once enemies are like right next to the walls, they have to shoot pretty much straight up into the air, but when enemies are further out, the archers in the towers can fire directly at them, and even the beginning archers have almost 100% accuracy at that, so towers can be pretty useful to have. Now, I don't know what the spawn rate is for blood moons, but those are extremely dangerous circumstances. And I need to expand a little more out this way. Can I build this wall yet? No. Okay, so I need to get these trees out of my way. If you've noticed babbling brooks on the ground, like right here, this little babbling brook, eventually I can put a farm here. Now I think I'll be expanding out this way, so my farms are going to be on my left side. Damn it, damn it, damn it. We got away. That happens a lot. Deers will get away all the time, and you have to chase them down and bring them back, which can get very, very tiring. Let's see. The farms are actually a pretty good source of money. The farmers, I think, finish up 3 fields a day, and each field is worth about 4 gold. So they are an excellent source of money, later on at least. In the beginning, you really want to be relying on your hunters to make you a lot of money. But let's see. Let's get a better wooden wall there and a better tower. And now that little growth of, I don't know, cattails there indicates that that has become a prime hunting spot, so that's good news. Rabbits will constantly spawn out of that until I upgrade my castle more, and it turns that area into a catapult staging ground where I can build catapults. The catapults can be extremely useful for defending your kingdom against the Greedians, because the catapults their rocks don't break just upon hitting the ground. They bounce for a little bit, and they go through... I don't think there's a limit on the number of Greedians they can go through. They just keep going until they've reached their maximum distance, which I forget exactly how far that is. But, it can be extremely useful, but later on when you have knights, which are your forms of attack, they form up at these banners outside of your town, and I think each knight can get 6 archers following them. I have had a catapult destroy an entire attack group that I had because they didn't get behind the walls before night fell. So the catapult fired on the advancing Greedians, hit all 12 of the archers in the attack group that was waiting, got rid of all their weapons, then the Greedians fell on them and took away their money, so I lost those people entirely. And it was because of that catapult that I actually lost half of my kingdom. It was ridiculous. As you can see, they took out a couple of Greedians very quickly. Almost 100% accuracy there. These guys have a much more powerful wall, but they're not doing very good at hitting the... There he goes. See, I've got a good number of archers. I can probably survive the first blood moon once it actually arrives if I upgrade this wall in time. Which I have just enough money to do that now. I really need to expand out and upgrade this, upgrade my encampment so that I can get farmers, because that will be such a humongous boost to my income. It is ridiculous how worth it the farmers are. Now, hunters can get a lot if they've been hunting the fields of rabbits effectively. Then archers can be worth a ton of money. But you have to actually have the fields, and the fields are only available pretty much like right here in the beginning. So later on, you just don't have the fields to afford constant hunting. That's also why I am not going to be expanding on this side. There's no hunting fields, but too many wasted resources if I expand on this side. Although it is fairly quick to the gate, but I don't want to trust that entirely, just because that can screw me over. Come on, come on, get him. There we go. Awesome. 4 gold. Okay, I don't have enough to upgrade that, so I'm just gonna get these. Alright. Do these hunters have anything additional for me? I hear the sound of rabbits dying, so probably. There's 2 more. And 3 more. Excellent. So on the next day, I will definitely be expanding out to the left. Although I really want to build up my defenses on the right, too. But I'm going to save enough money to cut down a couple of trees. This should do perfectly, actually. Now later on, right now the archers can only fit 1 into a tower. But later on, they can fit up to 3 archers in a tower, but that actually can be a little dangerous. There are Greedians that are basically trolls, and they actually will grab up the boulders that your catapults fire and throw them back at you. Now, they'll hit archers in towers. The archers will be somewhat safe so long as the tower hasn't fallen, but they'll be knocked out of the tower completely. There's also flying Greedians that will eat your people, and they take so many fucking arrows that they are almost guaranteed to kill everyone on your towers before flying off. And if they attack you, each one will knock out about 5 gold. It's just a little ridiculous. I don't know how much damage the trolls do, just because I've never allowed them to hit me. They're actually fairly easy to get away, and as long as they don't have a rock, they actually can't even hurt citizens that are trying to get back to town. They're just too slow. At least in their actual attacking, they're too slow, which I am extremely grateful for. They don't need to be fast. They already have the little Greedians for that. I also try not to build up every wall that I see, just because it's a massive waste of resources. And frankly, your people are kind of stupid. Building a ton of walls can mean that catapults are going to go back to each wall. If knights or archers try to form up at a wall that's just been built, and then you go to upgrade it, they'll move back to another wall rather than defend that position while your builders are vulnerable. So they'll let your builders rot rather than actually defending them. See, I try not to build up every single wall I see. Once I get catapults as well, I'm going to invest in more builders just because it takes... Let's see, one builder can deliver a catapult, but it takes two to get it there to get it to its defensive position quickly, and frankly, it can take a lot of time. But once the catapult is in position, one of the builders will move away, another will sit there with it, so it can rearm and refire in a decent amount of time. I'm going to go ahead and build this wall. Alright. I am happy with the amount of hunters I have on this side. Although I do want to build up the rest of these walls as well. I just want to make sure that I get to the farmers. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed for income. So let's see, that should... Yep, that unlocks farmers. Excellent. So, in the next day, I'll go and recruit a couple of people to be farmers. So I've got enough for 3 farmers, but I gotta actually build a farm first. So I don't quite have time for that. Or I don't quite have the money for that. Because, yeah, it's 6 gold to 1 farm. They could probably fill this area, so I'm not gonna worry about that wall. I'll go to the next one, which is right there, so they can fill this area with farms. Oh, shit. Is that music what I think it is? It's a blood moon. Alright, which side is it coming from? Because there is going to be a major, major attack tonight. Usually it's come by the halfway point for the moon in the sky. So, I'm betting it's going to come on this side. Yep, you can already hear them taking down the wall. Ah, crap. Well, shit like that happens. Now, luckily the archers in the towers are fairly well protected. The little greedians can't get to them. But this side is totally screwed. And these builders are going to lose everything, unfortunately. Oh, wait a minute. These guys may kill some of these that are retreating with my stuff. Oh god, lag. Okay, there we go. Okay. Doop. Get more gold to re-recruit all these guys that were just murdered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there any others that walked away? No. Okay, good. Good. Now, it's going to take me a bit to get everything. Now, luckily, with rebuilding walls, I don't have to re-upgrade the walls. I just have to rebuild them. But I don't have any builders, which is extremely unfortunate. Yep, there is a bunny right there, and these 3 archers cannot hit this fucking rabbit. Okay, so I've got a builder, so... I've got 2 builders. I need to get my defenses back up, so that means archers. And yeah, that's a blood moon. It is ridiculous, to say the least. The only way I really would have survived that one is if I had had an archer shrine upgrade. Because I didn't, I got royally screwed. That's right, I was going to continue expanding. Okay, let's see, you got another one for me, excellent. 3, 1, 2, 3. I still have my farmers, thankfully. Actually, no, I didn't have farmers before, that was people that still had money. That's what happened to everyone. Okay, so I need to re-recruit people because 3 of my guys picked up hoes rather than picking up bows. Or hammers, for that matter. No money from you guys. Okay. I hope my hunters have some more money for me. Oop. Alright, cool. I can get another builder ready. And since the camp is so close, I should be able to do that before the Greedians really reach me. But we'll see. Quickly, young man, go. Your beautiful queen says go. While I sit here and breathe. Alright guys, so with that, I'm going to end this episode off here. I hope you guys have enjoyed my first... Okay guys, so with that, I'm going to end this episode off here. I hope you guys have enjoyed Kingdom. I will be doing a larger series on this. I don't know exactly how far I'll go with it. I think I'll go until I actually beat the game, which may be a while. But it's not going to take the place of anything else. Instead, it is going to come out alongside everything else. Money! So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye-bye!